Hello everyone, welcome to the Where to Start Reading series. Today we're covering Ant-Man, specifically Hank Pym. If you missed it, we already did Scott Lang, so go check out that video as well. This video is made for the Priestley Forsyth Memorial Library in Northumberland, Pennsylvania. Stop in or check us out online. I'm your host, Brendan Strevick. You can check me out online as well. Now before we start, let me give you the origin of Hank Pym Ant-Man. Hank Pym was a young man who was a brilliant scientist and set to marry a woman named Maria. Tragically, the restaurant he was supposed to meet Maria at was attacked by terrorists and she was blown up and killed. Afterwards, Hank started attending therapy sessions to try to get over his loss. Everywhere he went, he felt like Maria was still with him. Hank's therapy sessions were cut short though by his father, who wanted him to get back to work and stop his therapy. Hank's father got him a new job working as a scientist in a lab. Hank started working on a project that could shrink the molecules in between things, making them smaller or sometimes larger. In a field test gone wrong, Hank was shrunken down to ant size. However, being shrunken down to the size of an ant gave Hank an idea. Before her death, Maria was working on a helmet that could be used to communicate with ants. Hank built the helmet, and now with his size-altering particles, he became the superhero known as Ant-Man. Eventually, Hank met and fell in love with fashion designer Janet Van Dyne, and she became his partner, the Wasp. Hank and Janet became founding members of the Avengers. Hank would change his superhero identity multiple times, from Ant-Man to Goliath to Giant Man to Yellow Jacket. It was when Hank became Yellow Jacket, he really started to have a downfall and his temper came out. It was now that Hank's unresolved therapy issues were really coming out, so much so that he even got kicked off the Avengers. Now I apologize if this next part's a little boring, but I just want to get it out of the way and try to help people. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, 1 in 5 people suffers from a mental illness. Now there's many different types of mental disorders, and you should know that you're never truly alone, and it's okay to ask for help. Here's a number if you ever feel needed. With that said, we can now get into where to start reading Hank Pym Ant-Man. My first suggestion is Ant-Man Season 1, which is one of my favorite books, and the book I got most of those photos of his origin from. If you don't mind older comics, you can check out Essential Ant-Man Volume 1 for his original origin. You can then check out Marvel Masterworks, The Avengers Volume 1, to see how Hank and Janet helped bring the Avengers team together. If you like updated retellings, you can check out Avengers The Origin, which is basically just the same story, just newer art, newer dialogue. Now I won't be covering all of Hank's time with the Avengers, but if you want, you can check out the Avengers video I did here. So next you can check out the book, Avengers Volume 3, Marvel Masterworks. This is where Hank now becomes the Goliath. After that comes the era of Hank's worst creation ever, Ultron. So check out Marvel Masterworks, Avengers Volume 6. It's about right here, Hank now becomes the Yellow Jacket. So you can now check out Marvel Masterworks, Avengers 7. You can then check out Avengers Trial of the Yellow Jacket, where Hank is now kicked off the Avengers. After that comes Avengers Ultron Unlimited, followed by Avengers Forever. Then want to check out Jeff Johns' run on Avengers with the complete collection, Volume 1 and 2, or they're collected in smaller volumes if you wish. After that, check out Avengers Disassembled, followed by the Civil War event, and then Avengers The Initiative, Volume 1. You can then check out the series Avengers Academy, which has 3 volumes, and Hank takes a role as a mentor for young Avengers. You can then check out the book Ant-Man and Wasp, Small World, which, weird enough, Hank is now the Wasp. You then want to check out the book Age of Ultron. You can then check out the Avengers AI series, Volume 1, Human After All, followed by Volume 2, 12,000 AD, and then Avengers Rage of Ultron. Hank then shows up in Uncanny Avengers Unity Volume 2, The Man Who Fell to Earth, and then he's part of the Secret Empire event. And that's all I got for you. You're all caught up now. This video was made for the Priestley Forsyth Memorial Library. Check us out online. I'm your host, Brendan Strevick. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.